Everyone treats summer like it owes you happiness. Long days, pool parties, your best life on a loop. So what does it mean when you feel worse? The summer blues are real. It's why summer is one of the busiest stretches of the year for people starting therapy. Therapy is not only for when you're in crisis. Grow Therapy is for all the moments when you decide you want more. More support, more clarity, more tools. Mental health isn't a destination you reach. It's something you build, and Grow makes that easier. Grow connects you with thousands of high-quality licensed therapists across the U.S., offering both virtual and in-person sessions, nights and weekends. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. The therapist you want takes your insurance on Grow. Grow accepts over 125 insurance plans. Sessions average $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0 depending on their plan. Visit growtherapy.com/booknow today to get started. That's growtherapy.com/booknow. growtherapy.com/booknow. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan.
You know that feeling. Too many updates, too many meetings, too many things falling through the cracks. Monday.com was built for that gap. The AI work platform designed from the ground up for people and agents to work side by side and deliver more together. Drafting the brief, flagging risks, running a competitive scan, your agent can do it all. And the best part, anyone can build one, even you. Try it. Create your first Monday agent today at monday.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your podcast host, Hanju Lee, and you are listening to Better Golf Daily, where I introduce one concept, one research-backed idea, and one thing you can take straight to the golf course. Let's go. Hey, I just got home from a golf weekend in a Ryder Cup competition between us, the California team, versus them, the Team Chicago. And 6 guys flew down from Chicago for a 3-day competition. We had a blast. Shout out to the Team Chicago. They ended up beating us 7-5. But as you know, first 2 days sets up the most dramatic finale on Sunday round with match play competition head to head. And I'm always looking for a match play strategy that is so different from the way we play stroke play. So I thought it would be fun to do a series on it. So here it is. I hope you enjoy it. But before we get started, a quick scenario for you. Your opponent, the person that you're playing against on Sunday, just stuffs his or her approach into 4 feet for what basically is a tap-in birdie. Now it's your turn, and you're sitting right in the middle of the fairway with the exact same wedge shot you hit 1,000 times. The smart play, however, is dead center on the green, 2-putt distance from the flag. And all of a sudden, that shot doesn't feel good enough anymore. You want the flag. You want to match it, or maybe even get it closer. Why does someone else playing great golf makes you want to abandon a shot that's worked for you for your entire life? Okay, stick with me because there's an actual research on that exact impulse, and it explains a lot about why match play turns reasonable golfers like us into different people. So this is episode 66, and it's the first episode in the brand new series I'm calling How to Win Match Play. 5 episodes, all on one format that turns a lot of perfectly reasonable stroke play golfers into one complete lunatic. Match play. You know the deal. You're not adding up your score for 18 holes. You are just trying to win more holes than the player across from you. Sounds simple. It is not simple. It messes with your head in ways stroke play just doesn't. And I want to spend this series on 5 different ways to actually get good at that mental side of it. So episode 1 of the series, we are starting with maybe the single most repeated piece of match play advice in the history of the sport, and also the most ignored. So here's a stat that got me super intrigued. There's a study where researchers went and looked at like almost 2,000 NFL games, like 500,000 individual plays. And they found that when team was playing their actual rival, a team they hated, they were 37% more likely to go for a risky 2-point conversion instead of a safe extra point. 17% more likely to go for it on 4th down instead of punting. And then they brought people into a lab and had them play the simple decision-making game against someone that they were told was their rival. And those people took 17% more risk than when they played a stranger. Their heart rates jumped 11% higher too, just from being told that this person is your rival. That's it. Nothing else changed. In match play, your opponent becomes the rival in that study. Whether you two actually have any history or not, it doesn't matter. Your brain doesn't really care if it's a Ryder Cup or if it's Gary from accounting. The second there's a person standing over there competing directly against you, hole by hole, your nervous system starts treating this like some kind of threat. And it starts pushing you towards decisions you would never make if you were just playing your own scorecard. You see him or her hit it in the trees, and suddenly you're pulling a driver on a hole you would normally hit a safe 5-iron. You see him or her make a putt, and you rush your read on the next one just to keep pace. None of that is actual strategy. That's just your adrenaline making choices for you. And this is exactly what Seve Ballesteros, who by a lot of accounts might be the greatest match play golfer who ever lived, built his entire game around avoiding. His famous line was, "Play the course, not your opponent." This is not just a casual optional advice. This is actual strategy. He also used to say it's better to shoot a 75 to win than a 67 to lose, which I love because it's basically permission to play boring, smart golf and still feel like a stone cold killer doing it. Seve wasn't out there reacting to what other players did. He had already decided before he ever teed off which holes he was going to attack and which ones he was just going to make pars and move along. The course dictated the plan, not your opponent. So here's what I actually do with this. The night before or a couple of hours before the match, go through the course in your head and decide, this hole, I'm going at the pin. This hole, I'm taking the fat part of the green no matter what. Make that decision based on the hole itself, based on your own game, before you know a single thing about what your opponent is going to do. And then, here's the hard part. When he or she hits it in the water on the 14, you stick to the plan you already made for 14. You don't get to renegotiate your strategy in real time based on someone else's bad swing. That's the rivalry effect trying to hijack you. When my opponent hits a great shot and I feel this urge to go one better instead of just hitting my shot, it's just a human thing. But knowing it's coming is basically the whole advantage. So that's the episode 1 of How to Win Match Play series. Play the golf course. Let your opponents play whatever game he or she wants to play. That's his or her business. Next episode, the episode 67, we're getting into what happens when you're down in a match and it feels like it's already over, because it always never actually is. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Talk to you next time. Until then, stop playing their round. Go play yours. Bye for now.
A text says, "You're on my mind." A bouquet from 1-800-Flowers says, "You're my everything." Heartfelt moments belong in the real world, not just your phone. For 50 years, 1-800-Flowers has helped millions of people make memories that'll last a lifetime with gifts they'll cherish forever. Their expertly curated arrangements and gift baskets ship nationwide with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Don't wait for the next big moment. Make it when you visit 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/podcast.